Good morning, guys. Welcome to Over the Top. Chris here. Hope you guys are having a good morning. I am just about ready to get down and start going today. Again, another late start. I don't know, I've been sleeping in a lot lately. Too many late nights, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to head back down there today, try to redeem myself from yesterday, try not to knock myself out, take my teeth out, break my jaw, whatever, all that good stuff. It's still chilly today, at least the sun's shining, a little bit of a breeze, but not too bad today. Hopefully it doesn't affect the audio too much. But anyway, let's get out there, let's find some good stuff, let's get digging. Let's go find some more rings and a few more silvers. Let's go. Alright guys, I got my first target here. It's ringing 1209, 4 or 5 inches, which is right at that ring signal. So what I'm doing, I'm just detecting down a hill on the way to the bottom of the pond here. So I just thought I'd give that a whirl. I've never done down this hill, so why not? Let's give it a try, see what we got. It's not a very strong signal, so it could be something small. Small piece of can slaw or something. Pull tab. Yeah, I guess definitely something small, but let's find out. That is interesting. That's a small piece of copper with an ornate pattern on it. Let's see if I can bring you in on that. Hopefully it focuses this close. Can you see that? I'm not sure if you can make it out or not. But yeah, it's got like a leaf pattern on the outside, and it's copper. Not too sure. It's folded over on the one edge. Oh no, maybe not. A little bit. But I wonder what that would have been for. Huh. That's a neat find right off the bat. That's pretty cool. Yeah, see if you can see it again. It's hopefully that focuses and you can see it. That's pretty cool. Oh. Alright guys, let's move on and see what else we can find. That's neat, that looks old. Alright, thanks guys, see you in a sec. Wow, one target on that hill and one good find. Interesting. Oh well, let's move on. Alright guys, I just dug a 1942 penny. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that should be a King George penny. I think it is. But there's more targets here. So I thought I'd turn the camera on. Because it was hard to even read. That one didn't even read like a penny. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on around it. And some of them are good tones and some of them aren't. So I thought I'd turn the camera on. Let's dig them up and see what else we get. Unless this penny was just throwing it off. And it wasn't deep at all. It was only like 3 inches. Which is kind of cool. It's kind of in a spot I haven't even been near ever. Yeah, see that one I had down here isn't showing now, so it must have been that. And I'm getting a thump there, but that's nothing. Yeah, you know what? Might have just been that penny. Hold on. So whatever this is, right beside it, was throwing all those weird tones all over the place. So let's dig this. And it's showing deep, but I don't think it is. I think it might be a bottle cap, or maybe some nails, or a modern coin. Something's throwing off that signal. Because that penny should have been a solid, easy to find target. And it wasn't. Because I had a bunch of other hits at that number, but then as I'd go away, it would change. So there's something here, but yeah, so that's just can slaw. Something else in there. Yeah, see a penny, and that was, I just got a hint of that signal. That's one of them 1967 centennial pennies with the seagull or bird, whatever it is, albatross or whatever it is in the back. Get your albatross. Albatross here. You'd have to be a Monty Python fan to get that one. Alright, so I'll give it one more check, because originally I had something up in this area as well. But I mean, hey, a 42 and a 67 penny, those aren't finds to cry about. Those are pretty good finds. Those are both good years. There's still something in there, but it's not registered on this. I can hear the threshold changing. Might be a nickel there. That's probably a pull tab. Well, let's dig. Let's dig this out. Not sure if this is a nickel or not. It's could be. It's doing like a 12-12, 13-12, 14-12, so it's hard to say. That's a nickel. That was right. 1999, so I think it's 99, 93. Irrelevant. Okay, so yeah, it must have just been those different signals. Kind of interesting. I was thinking about doing a little, still might do a little segment on masking, large coils and stuff like that, and you know, missing targets. And here's a prime example of masking when you're in discrimination modes and you can't hear all the metal. But I'll get to that when I'm ready. When I'm ready to take a break. Take a break and go video. Oh, I'm insane. Alright guys, we'll carry on and see what else we can find. Alright guys, it's a little breezy today, so I tucked the camera there on the downwind side of a building there, and I thought I might as well shoot this segment now. Better time than ever. It's too windy, pretty much if I put the camera up, it's just going to knock out the audio for the most part anyway. So anyway, this is mainly intended for anyone probably getting into the hobby or new into it. All you guys that have been doing this for a while understand it and get it, and I know what's going on. Anyway, this wind, sorry, it's cold. A lot of times you'll hear on you know, Facebook or forums like, how come I don't hear this, or how come I'm not getting that, or it's too noisy, I don't hear what I can't hear anything, and things like that. Well, a lot of this stuff is going to come down to basically discrimination, masking. Now, I'm not the best at going through step-by-step things. I tend to jump around quite a bit, but I'll do my best to try to get this across as clear as I can. So now let's touch on masking for starters. Basically what that means is there's a couple elements to it, which one is discrimination and the other is coil size. Where and when to use discrimination or just go wide open, and reasons why. For example, where I am right now, it'd be asinine to go all metal mode. You'd probably go insane listening to it. Just too much metal in the ground. There's nails, there's 40, 50 years of parties and events down here. So there's, the fact I'm pulling anything out of here is pretty impressive, but I put that all onto the machine that I'm using in the modes that I shoot on, and trying to avoid that masking. All right, so let's start. I guess one would be coil size, because I see that a lot. Should I get a bigger coil to go deeper? Well, yeah, no. If you're out in a big field and there's not much there, and out in a farm field, sure, a big coil is awesome. You can clear a lot of ground. Like for me, if I want to go on these hills, honestly, to grab the 17-inch coil would be the best thing to do, because there's not a lot up there. There's some, but I'd probably get away with the 17-inch coil. Down here, no way. Actually, even the stock smaller coil on the CTX 3030 is almost too big for down here, and I run into a lot of masking issues. If you've seen any of my other videos, you might see me, because I got the headphones on, you can't hear anything. I'll be swinging along, and you'll see me stop and then go back and go slowly and check it. Well, what I do is for speed-wise, this is why you wear headphones, is you might be swinging and you'll hear that quick tone. And I'll stop and slow down and go over it real slow. Sometimes what will happen is if you just catch the edge of a target and then swing away, you'll just catch the end of that metal or whatever the composition of that metal is, and the detector only get that sweet spot that it wants to hear, and it'll ring that tone that's a good tone, but in fact it's not. It's a beer cap or whatever. So another important issue is in trashy area, you gotta slow down. Take your time. Very important stuff. So masking, basically what's going to happen, say in the area I'm in, you're going to have pull tabs, beer caps, nails like I mentioned, and as you're going over it, the detector, because of the size of the coil, is going to run those rings down in the pattern of the size of the coil. The bigger the coil, the deeper that ring is. Now the event of mine, say I got a pull tab and nails and everything right there, is it's going to capture that larger area, and it may miss anything good underneath it. You've also may have mentioned me say, hey, I've dug out a lot of beer caps or pull tabs before I could find something. Exactly what I found the ring the other day. I had to dig out a couple beer caps and pull tabs because I heard something but I couldn't lock in on it. So I dug it all out of the ground, and there it was. So the smaller that coil, the tighter that pinpoint area is in the ground. So if you have a smaller coil, you're not going to go as deep, but you can get that stuff that's in between all the other stuff. So depending on what you're looking for, a smaller coil might be the way to go down in here. Like for example, coin shooting, which I might do later. I might grab the Garrett and come down just for fun and do some coin shooting for old time's sakes. I haven't done it in a while. But anyway, that's very important. So one thing you got to look at is your coil size. I mean, if you've only got one coil, you're going to be limited to what you can do. But you can eliminate that by taking your time, slowing down in trashy areas, maybe digging up a few of those lousy targets to see if you hear something good there. Dig out that lousy pop tab or beer cap or whatever, and you might find what you were looking for. Now I'm just going to jump, because I told you I'd like to jump around. I saw a funny one on Facebook, is that the pull tab is officially 50 years old, and it is now become an artifact. So I have a lot of artifacts. If anyone's out there and would like to purchase some authentic artifacts dug out of the ground, I'm your guy. All right, back to that. Anyway, so yeah, take your time, slow down, dig out some of that trashy stuff. I mean, I know people say a lot, and you don't want to be digging trash all day, but if you want to find some good stuff, that might be your only option. I have, for my Garrett machine, I do have a sniper coil, but I find the smaller, I think it's 9x5 or something, 8x5. But anyway, the stock coil that comes with the AT Gold, it's fantastic, honestly, for getting through trash. I've used the sniper coil, and I have just as good effect with the smaller coil, so I don't even bother with the sniper coil. part. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so remember, trashy areas, basically, the bigger coil you're going to have, the harder time you're going to have trying to find anything. It's going to be tough unless you clean out the ground and get the stuff deeper. That's the only way you're going to get anything with a bigger coil. I mean, you're going to get lucky. You're going to get some stuff, but it's going to, because there's going to be not much around it. Discrimination. Let's move on to that. Discrimination is a trickier balance point again. Be a balance point with your coil as well. Again, you'll see that a lot with me with this, because I shoot in all silver mode, silver jewelry mode, and that discriminates a lot of stuff. I don't dig a lot of iron unless it's deep iron and leaches out, and that always rings good. Okay, let's start with the Garrett machines. There's a good example. A lot of people use Garrett's, a lot of people use MineLab. The Garrett machines, again, I like to run, for the most part, when I'm not in too trashy areas, all metal mode. That way, when you're in all metal, you can hear everything. So you kind of hear those high tones and low tones, you know what's in between, and it's a lot easier to listen for those. But after a while, listening to it too much, the human mind can only take so much noise, and then you start ignoring it and frustration, and it's just terrible. So a lot of people will jump their discrimination up, but you don't want to discriminate too high. You hear a lot of guys say they'll run their discrimination at 33, 32, 34 in trashy areas. You're still going to get a bit of chirping, but it's going to reduce a lot of those nail signals, so you're not going to hear the nails. If you discriminate too high, even at the 30s, like you're not going to find many gold rings, because they're going to ring down low in the 40s. You look at, I think it's mode 1 on the AT Gold. I'm not too sure, it might be mode 1 or 2 on the AT Pro. You'll see the pull tab area is discriminated out. So you're in an area like this, it's going to discriminate the pull tabs out for the most part. Again, but then a lot of your rings are in that range on the AT machine, so then you're not going to find too many rings. So you gotta balance what you're looking for and what you want to hear. Now, example for this thing, shooting in the all silver jewelry mode, there's a lot of stuff discriminated out, and then I'm not going to hear, which is good. And that's why but another thing is it can be tricky. For example, when like I said, when I'm swinging and I hit in that sweet spot, because I'm discrimination, it's going to give me a good ring, and then I'm going to go back and go over it again, and it's nothing. It turns out to be a beer cap or whatever, and I don't dig it. But it gets rid of a lot of that noise, and when I hear those good signals bang right away, and hear them right off the bat. And being in silver jewelry mode, it's all those ringtones are open, so I'll get all that. There are, like, unfortunately, the pull tabs and rings, basically the whole range of pull tabs and the whole range of rings are all within that same area. I kind of learned that a solid 1227 is definitely a pull tab. I don't dig those anymore. I stopped digging 1227s. But, I get pull tabs at 1212, a whole bunch of different 1220s, things like that. So, again, I'm not hearing everything. If I want to dig more like relics and stuff like that, I'm not going to want to shoot in that mode. But in here, relic mode would drive me insane. It would just be too much noise. There's too much iron. There's too much other stuff. There's too much open. So basically down here, I'm looking for silver coins, things like that, rings. So it's the mode I shoot in, and it's just a matter of, again, wearing these to keep your speed up, as I may not go too slow, but if I hear a blip, I'll stop, go over it, make sure, carry on. A lot of new guys out there, if you're not using headphones, I'd recommend you get a set, just so you can hear those little sounds, the ones that really got a key in on that you might not necessarily hear on the onboard speaker on the machine. So very important. I know that for sure with the Garrett machines, especially in trashy areas, you hear that those beeps. Headphones. Gotta get headphones. Very important stuff. Sure, I mean, if my batteries die on the power pack for this thing or something, I'll switch it out. I just go with the speakers, but just to keep digging. Alright, hopefully I covered everything on masking. Yeah, so, it's going to be a lot of personal preference as well, what you want to hear, what you like to hear. I mean, that's especially with the Mind Lab, which is great because you can set it up for all like up to 50 tones, 4-tone, 2-tone, so you can hear the different range of tones throughout the spectrum of the metals that you're hearing. So, example, if you want to do like a full open pattern and set the tones to go really high on those good targets. So if it runs over a gold target or a silver range, it'll just give me those high tones, and then just bump, 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 low tones for all the nails and all the garbage. So that way you can keep full open, still hear all the metal, and hear the good stuff as well. But again, it comes down to then you're listening to that noise all day long. And in here, it's too much noise. I read a study a while ago that the human brain can only handle so much for so long, and then you just start ignoring it. You get frustrated and you won't want to listen. So I find, for me, the stock silver pattern is great. I've downloaded a few other trashy area patterns. I've got one that's not bad, but for the most part it's too much noise for here. I'm not saying it's not bad for everywhere, it's just for here it's too much. I might throw it on that in the hills back here, just because there's not as much stuff, and just listen for those high tones. But again, a lot of the high tones that are set up, a lot of the stuff, the pull tabs ring too high, and I don't like that. Or sorry, not the pull tabs, the beer caps. They run in the 120s, 150s on this thing. So anyway, hope that clears up a lot of stuff for the young guys. Please, if you have any more questions, let me know. If I didn't cover everything, or you have another question you need to know about discrimination and masking, let me know. There's, like I said, there's a fine balance between your coil size and your settings that you use. And I know that also goes down to a lot of the machines too, right? Obviously the more money you pay for a machine, the more options you have to tailor to what you want to hear. The Garretts are great machines. I have nothing bad to say against them. I've used them for years. I love the Garretts. Actually, I do dig a lot more stuff with the Garretts. I dig a lot more cool things, relics, but at the same time I'm probably digging 4 or 5, 6 times more holes, and I dig a lot of holes already, especially down here looking for what I'm looking for. So yeah, anyway, so all you new guys, stick with it. A lot of the things too is learning your machine. Dig everything for the first couple months probably, until you really get a hang of what you're listening for. I think earlier, maybe a month and a half ago, I started using this and I was cursing it. I was just because I've had it for a few years, but I hadn't used it a lot because I didn't get it. I just didn't understand it a lot. But just after using it, just for a few weeks myself and understanding of how everything works, it's a silver magnet. It's also a copper magnet, full tab magnet. But that's in the mode that I'm in. I'm sure it's different on other modes, but I pretty much always shoot in silver mode in jewelry, just because that's the kind of stuff I'm looking for down here. Where I am, there's not a lot of relic hunting to be done. It's just not an area where there was any great wars or battles and stuff like that. So it's not relics aren't a huge deal, unless maybe I'm at a home site and stuff. But a lot of times that's your brass items that you're going to pick up in the silver mode anyway. So okay guys, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed that. I hope it helps a lot of you guys. Again, let me know if you need to know anything else. I can go over other things. I'm no expert at setting up patterns on this machine. I'm probably going to do it over the winter. I'm probably going to set up some patterns just to fine-tune that silver program, probably, because there's a lot of things I don't want to hear, and I kind of want to. I could probably do it on the fly. There's a button on the Mind Lab. It's like a check mark X, and you can press that to eliminate what you don't want to hear. But when you're trying to eliminate things like gear caps, they're very jumpy, and it's hard to completely eradicate them altogether. So anyway, that's it. Let's go get some more digging done. The sun's out, which is great because it's cold again today. It's only 6 degrees, but as long as that sun's out, it helps. Like yesterday, it was raining and windy. It was not good. And a little bit breezy today, but down here it's not as bad because you got the hills and it's in a valley and it's kind of protected from the wind. Alright guys, I'll see you at the next hole. Let's get some stuff dug, because that's the most important thing. Is if you're not digging holes, you're not finding stuff, and that's the name of the game for me. Alright, let's go do it. Alright guys, I got an interesting target here. It's usually I'm getting like a 12.43, 44, 45, like that for pennies. This one's like a 9.43, pretty stable, which is kind of different. And so I'm gonna dig this one. Let's see what it is. I don't know if it could be a penny, but it's just bringing a little different than I normally hear on those. So it's not very deep. So it could be just something completely different. Or possibly silver. It's a nice squeaky tone anyway. There we go. Yeah, see, it's not very deep. Not very deep at all. Like almost surface. Because even modern pennies, they read like a 12.36, I think it is, around there. That goes for the US and the Canadian ones. Yeah, see, it's something different. What is it? Is that it? That can't be it. That's it. That is weird. Whatever it is. It's just a piece of black aluminum or something. I just found a piece of black metal, I think, right here. It's probably part of it. I was trying to figure out what it was. It rang a lot different because it was bigger. Anyway, I didn't think that was a penny. Not at what it was reading. It definitely gave a different signal, that's for sure. Alright, let's see what else we can find. Hey guys, I'm trying to catch something here. I've been coming down here for years. I don't know how many countless hours I've spent photographing these birds. They're doing it now, these geese. I have never seen them do what they're doing today. They are diving under the water. Look at that. That was a small dive. They're actually going over, they're going under for like quite a period of time, like a couple seconds. Like loon behavior. It's the strangest thing. I said it may not be strange. There goes one again, but they're not going far this time. They're going absolutely insane. They've probably been like this for over an hour, flapping and diving, and it's just, I've never come across it before. And like I said, I've spent a lot of time photographing these guys, and I've never seen them do it. I just thought it was kind of interesting anyway. Maybe there's the loons down here teaching them behavior. Well, they're not really loons, but oh, what's the name of the bird? Cormorants here. There's another one, it's a white bird. It's like an Arctic something. It dives and gets the fish. I tried for like days and days, weeks actually, trying to get it while its beak's just hitting the water, but I had no luck. Anyway, I just thought I would share that with you. It's kind of neat what they're doing. There's one, he just popped up. There you go. Should be another one there popping up in a minute, I think. No, maybe not. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. There he is. Look at how long he was under. That's crazy. Anyway, they're not loons. They're geese, Canada geese. Anyway, that's not really why I turned the camera on. I just thought I'd chat for a minute, take a break. You know, I think it's like the third time I've probably shot this. And I don't know, it's one of those things where I really don't want to air my laundry. I guess where I came from, or who I am, you know, I've lived in this town, Tottenham, for 45 years. My parents moved away a few times and I always came back. I never really left. I've been detecting probably 5, 6, 7 years, I'm not sure. I had another channel previously, Dirt Digger Dodge. Some of you may have been subscribed to that channel. I think I almost had over 300 at some point. I clicked on a link for an electrician I needed on my own channel, which was a mistake, and I got demonetized. So I tried to get it reversed and it never happened, and I kind of got discouraged and I stopped doing any videos, which is kind of upsetting because I really enjoy doing it. I love filming this and sharing it with you guys, and you know, I always try to make it better quality. Right now I'm suffering with sound. I don't have a boom mic. I need one. You know, you got the chatter from the lens on this camera. It's a good camera, take great pictures, but now I got the chatter. So I'd like to get a nice wireless mic, but again, I don't have the funds. I worked in town here for about 20 years at a local factory, and I worked my way up, and I was a logistics specialist in the office. And about a year and a month ago, I actually left there and went to another company down in the city as a dispatch coordinator. And you know, it was a crazy place. I worked my butt off. I worked so hard, you know, and it was busy every day. It was just a grind. It was just, you know, you were doing, and their expectations of what they wanted you to do were just insane. It's like, you know, on your own half the time. The guys were on. Anyway, I made a small mistake. I mean, it wasn't completely my fault. There was a load I had set up, whatever, and I shipped it off in the system after coming back from a few sick days. And anyway, they let me go. I lost my job, and so I've been unemployed now for over a month. And you know, that's why I've been doing a lot of these videos on a daily basis. I'd kind of like to get this going. I want this channel to go up, and right now I'm currently not sponsored by anybody. If I plug anything, it's because I like it. I like what it does, how it helps me detect. So I have no backing or funding right now, and it's tough. I have a house, I have an expensive truck payment that I'm defaulting on right now because I don't have the funds. And my wife's working, but you know, paying the bills and everything, it's just not enough. But anyway, I'm not asking for any charity or handouts or anything. You know, just if you can just, you know, watch my videos and share them and like them. That's all I'm asking. Just subscribe to my channel, pass the word on. They will get better as I, you know, if I do start creating some income, I can use that money now to buy new gear. Right now, any money I do have, I use for metal detecting. It's, you know, luckily I don't need much. You know, I need my water and stuff, and you know, but when things break, like my headphones, I had to go out and buy a pair, and you know, it's if anything breaks now, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyway, that's all I'm asking. It's not anything charity. I just you know, want you guys know where I'm coming from, and you know, why I'm plugging my channel so hard. I know you guys are probably getting sick of it on a daily basis, watching my you know, my messages coming out, but it's clearly because I'm kind of getting desperate. It's not good. Anyway, that's my situation. I guess I'm chasing my dreams right now, you know, to do what I want to do, and you know, what I like doing. There's so many guys out there doing this, and it's hard to break into it, and you know, and then the way the algorithms work now with YouTube, it's even harder to get your videos seen. Like back on my other channel when I started it, I had subscribers so fast because they favored the actual video when it came out, the new releases. They favored those, and those got previewed and seen, and on your searches and stuff like that. Now it's completely different. Now it's based on views, how many views you get, and when you get enough views, then those videos start popping up and people can see them, and then you get more views. So it's really favoring the big channels, the guys that are huge, like, you know. And it's unfortunate for guys like us who are trying to get into it. It's so hard. But you know, with hard work and dedication to it, and continuing doing it, and you know, trying to get those videos out, you know, even when I started this channel, when I started going hard there, I was monetized, and I didn't have many subscribers at the time. I had very few. I still do, but I have more now. Thanks, guys. They changed it that now you need 10,000 views to become monetized, so my channel became demonetized again. Not that I did anything wrong this time, it's just how they changed it. So when they come, I'm like, why am I demonetized? I'm freaking out, right? And then I find out I got to need 10,000 views. I mean, I'm getting there. I'm at, you know, over 6,000 now. I don't know what it'll be when I get home. Probably 6.4 or something like that. I don't know. But, you know, depending on the video, I might get, you know, 100 views. You know, I got that one was, I don't know, it's like over 600 now. But, you know, it takes a while to get up to that 10,000, and even then I don't start. I think how it works is I'm not going to get any monetary funds from the previous 10,000. It's just going to take effect at that 10,000. So you know, then I gotta get up to earnings where I can even get anything on that, and then it's once a month, and you got to make at least $100 to make anything. So you know, it's going to be a tough ride. You know, hopefully everything works out and I can continue doing this. you know, winter's coming, that's why I'm trying to get as many videos as I can, and I'm out here every day in the freezing cold, is just trying to get that number up, just so because when winter hits, I don't have the detecting. I'm gonna try to do some other things off detecting and try to, you know, get the channel at least getting views that way. Maybe some, you know, tutorials or something. I haven't even figured it out yet. But or resort back to how I kind of started this channel, because I was thinking about branching out and doing a lot of other things. So if you go back to my earlier stuff, there's a few challenges that I did and trick shots and stuff like that. But that's outdoor stuff, and it's kind of difficult to do in the winter. So anyway, I'll figure it out. You know, I'm not asking for anything. Just, you know, watch the videos, you know, share them, like them. That's it. It's kind of funny now. I don't know how much you can see of the sky. It's quite blue right now. I think about 20 minutes ago, it was actually snowing. The clouds rolled over and I was going to start raining. I threw the camera underneath the canopy there, and it started snowing. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's supposed to be 6 degrees today. It is with the sun out. Anyway, guys, that's it. Let's get digging. I haven't done much today, actually. I've been kind of ponding around, doing a little bit here and there, but I'm not doing enough digging. I haven't got enough stuff yet. All right, let's get to it. I got to figure out where I want to head now. I don't know if I want to continue down here or go back on the hills. I don't know yet. But let's get to it. Let's find some good stuff, because it's all about finding stuff, right? That's what you guys want to see. That's what I want to see. And let's make some videos for you guys. All right, guys, we'll see you shortly. Thanks for listening. I know you don't want to hear that kind of stuff. It's a drag. It's a drag for me. I'm just a normal guy, just making videos. I'm no different than you or anyone else. So, all right, guys, take care. You guys have a good day, and let's find some good stuff, because that's what I like to do. All right, see you in a bit. All right, guys, I got a 12-12 here. It's kind of sketchy just because there's so much stuff. I'm right next to the pavilion, and there's a lot of stuff in here, so it's hard to say. It's probably a nickel. It could be a gold ring, so let's check it out. Just one other thing I want to clarify there. I mentioned I got let go of my job. Not really anything I believe I did wrong. We had a new director got hired to oversee our department, and a manager at the same time. The previous director had still worked there. Anyway, the new director was making us do stuff that was just asinine in the steel industry. It was just crazy, like made no sense at all. But I had to do what I was told to do by a director, right? Because he was yelling at us. And the new manager was making a lot of mistakes. And hence me working a lot harder than normal. I was doing a lot of cover up for his mistakes and getting things done, right? Anyway, the director, I guess, went on holidays, a new one. And the old one kind of kicked back in. And, well, he started yelling at us for stuff that we were told to do one way. So I've kind of been torn between 3 people. And then when I dispatched that load in the computer system, that was incorrect, but the carrier told me he had done it. The new manager actually blamed all the other stuff on me. So I kind of got let go. I was doing really good. It took me a long time to get the systems there. But we were doing really well getting things done. And this guy came along, just wrecked everything, and all the blame got shifted onto me, which was absolutely crazy, because I worked my butt off, guys. I really did. Like, I didn't get where I got in the other company because I was lazy and didn't do my job. I knew what I was doing. I've been went to school for logistics, and I've been, I was doing it for 20 years at the other company, and I cannot find this target. So anyway, yeah, that's just didn't want to make you think that I completely dropped the ball on that one. I'm a hard worker, and this is the longest I think I've been out of job since I was like 14. Anyway, just thought I'd get that in there. I gotta find this target here. I don't know why it's not showing up. It was pretty solid in that spot. But, like I said, there's a lot of trash. I'm not getting the 12-12 anymore. Might be in the plug. Oh, I think it's the surface. Yeah, it's kind of Something's chirping in there, but that could be underneath it. It's almost acting like a dime or a quarter right now. I bet you it's a quarter. That's why I can't pinpoint it, because they're always off. Yeah, see, I'm getting something here right now. I bet you it was one of them stinking quarters. Or a dime. Certain your dimes are like that too. See, it's not there either. I had a clear pinpoint on that spot. Let's go back to this. This is absolutely crazy. Huh. Alright guys, whatever this is, I don't think it's anything good anyway. But it might be just a small piece of tinfoil in there somewhere, and I got to land right on it with the pinpointer. It's kind of weird though, it's reading like that bouncing of the dime. Alright, I'll cover this up and recheck it and see if I can get a better lock on it. But if it's anything good, I'll turn the camera on. If not, I'll just carry on. Alright guys, thanks for listening again. I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, let's try this again. This weather's driving me insane. 1 minute the sun's out, the next minute it's raining. I had the camera all set up. I was just going to do a shot of me going up the hill, and it started raining. I had to throw the camera back down. Then it looked like it was going to clear up. Go to grab the camera for this and it starts spitting again. So let's get this hole dug before it rains again. Well, it's kind of raining now, but not bad. Just spitting here and there. This is a real erratic signal, but it's hitting that silver penny mark at about 6 inches, so it might be a shallow dime or a fish scale. Oh, 5-cent silver, that'd be nice. Yeah, I see it's shallow. And for it to be erratic, it could be something else. It could be junk or a modern dime. There, yeah, it's a modern dime. That one was a terrible signal. Worse than normal. 89. Yeah, it was popping like boom, boom. But I was getting the 1245s, which is odd for a dime. So I was thinking maybe it was a deeper silver dime. Okay, that seems to be it for that hole. As always, I'll go over it again. And since I kind of made today a Q&A day, another question I get quite a bit is, you know, I'm new to the hobby. Where can I buy gear and stuff like that? Where I get most of my stuff, pretty much all of my stuff except for my shovel, I bought that direct. I get from Radio World in Toronto. Great store. I think I've mentioned it before. I'll leave a link in the description if it's not already there. I always keep it in there because that's where I get all my stuff. Fantastic people. They're very helpful. They'll talk to you. Awesome people. They're so helpful. Call them up. They're on Facebook. I think they run a couple of groups that I'm in, or at least a group. But yeah, they have a website. I believe it's just radioworld.ca. So www.radioworld.ca. Radio World, all one word. So yeah, you go check them out if you're into the hobby. If you're new into it, you want to buy some stuff, go there. I think they do have like smaller shovels. I think they carry the bigger ones. I'm not 100% sure. You might want to check their online store. They might have more on there that they can order in. But great bunch of guys. I love dealing with them. You know, I bought my Mind Lab from them. I bought my Garrett from them. My pinpointer, everything. All my coils I've bought through them. So yeah, great guys. The shipment's coming pretty quick. I think I had to wait a bit for this because it was new when it came out. But even then, I didn't wait that long. No, actually, I don't think I did. I can't remember. Anyway. Great bunch of guys. Go check them out if you're new to the hobby. Go buy your stuff there. They're not sponsoring me or nothing. Don't worry about that. Like I said, I just plug guys or people that I use that I like, and that's about it. You know, like there's one thing I know about logistics and stuff like that is customer service is number one. You treat someone bad in a business, they're going to tell 9 of their friends or more how bad they were. You treat them good, they're only going to tell 2 or 3. which is so true. So it's so important for these companies to be very, very good at what they do in their customer service, and that's what makes companies good, and that's what this place is. Fantastic bunch. Not only just metal detecting, they do ham radio stuff, boating, electronics. Great place, guys. Check it out. All right, let's go find another hole to dig. Something not modern. All right, let's do this. All right, guys. This weather is driving me insane. Like 5 minutes ago, probably maybe 10, I had to run down with the camera because it was raining. Because I was on the hill, I had one of my tripod legs down about 4 or 5 inches longer than the other one so it wouldn't fall over. So as I run down to the, behind me there to the pavilion, I set it down, forgot about the leg while the camera fell over. Busted off my hood ledge. Kind of broke it there. That's alright though, because I actually lost this a while ago and I ordered a new one and got a new one. But I went back and actually found this by total chance, so I have another one. But anyway, yeah, this weather's insane. Look at it. Completely blue and sunny now. And in another 10 minutes, raining, snowing, who knows. Oh, I love that Ontario weather. Drives you nuts. Oh, alright guys. Not really finding much on the hills anyway. Kind of normal, modern stuff. Had a couple good signals, but turned out to be just modern pennies. But we'll carry on, see what we get. Hopefully something good. Because I need to find something good. I don't think I've found a silver in well over a week anyway, I think. I need some silver coins. Alright, let's go get them. Let's keep digging. See you in a few seconds. Another surface pull tab off camera there. Ringing 1217. You can kind of tell when they're surface on these machines that it gets jumpy, like it's not a solid boop boop. It's usually means it's on the surface. Alrighty, I'm going to focus a lot of attention at the top of the hill here where it's flat, easier on the knees. That and everyone parks their cars there and this is where they walk in, so probably a better chance of finding something up top. Yeah, I still find it very strange there's nothing on these hills. All the amount of people that come up here every year for those fireworks sit in this grass, running around, it's crazy. Alright, let's turn this off and I'll get it back on when I find a good tone and we'll dig her up together. Sorry about the racket the geese is making. That's the result of a dog chasing about 600 geese back into the water. Alright, I got a nice signal here. It's showing about 4 inches. I haven't really found anything old up here yet. I just found it was a sketchy signal, but I dug it anyway. And it was down about 1.5 feet, just an old link chain. I don't know if it was from an old choke collar, I have no idea, but definitely it was down there deep anyway. Alright, let's see what we got. The plug came out. Okay, it's in there. Probably just a penny that just disappeared. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty shallow. It's not 4 inches. Yeah, it looks like mid-80s at some point. Yeah, irrelevant. Modern. Alright, that's let's see if we can move on to another one. Kind of where I am, it's kind of built up in a little hill, I guess for parking. So maybe I might move just down a bit. It's hard to say. You know, like, I think what I'm getting here for silvers is just probably, like, I think this place was probably built like 70s, 69, so it was just after silvers were put out of kind of service. So it's probably just residual silvers in the system that people had on them and lost earlier in the day. and that's probably why there's a few and far in between. I did find that really old one. I think it was like 50 something, 53 or something like that. But you know, you never know. So anyway, let's keep going. I still got a couple hours left. Oh yeah, by the way, it did rain about 10 minutes after I said it would, and now the sun's out again. Can you believe that? Blue skies. Crazy weather, man. Off and on, off and on. But I got a little tent there. It was in my bag. I pulled it out. I didn't have it earlier before when I ran it down, just because the my bag was down there. Okay, let's go. All right, so I got a pretty good signal here, and it's running pretty deep. It's you know, pretty deep for up here anyway, and it's kind of sketchy. It's like about 5-6 inches, and when it's ringing like a 1245 like that, and it's that shallow, it could be a silver dime. It's not a big dime, that's for sure, or a quarter, or they'd be screaming at me at that depth. And this one, I'm barely catching it. Or just being fooled by another penny. It's down there. Oh, I hope it's not a pop can. What is that garbage? What am I seeing? Piece of aluminum fencing or something. Gotta be kidding me. That's no way that's it. You know what, I don't think it's aluminum. I think it's just a iron fencing. It's probably just leached out the iron, and that always throws it off. That's probably why it was barely reading, but it was very consistent. Huh. Alright, well, again, I'll recheck it, but I'm sure that was it. Thought for sure that was going to be something good. It was a very consistent reading up there, and it wasn't coming off it very much. Alright guys, let's move on to the next one. Alright, so I have another good silver penny signal going on here. So let's dig this up and see what it is. Showing about 4 inches. Actually, for up here, everything's been relatively shallow. 4 inches has been deep up here. But it's kind of right by the stairs that take you down into the below where the pond is. It's getting later in the day, so it's getting a little chilly now, and the sun went away once again. Oh, look, a penny, shocking. Didn't see that one coming. Oh, I can't even pick it up. Fingers aren't working anymore. 72, good year. All right, another penny down, and another penny down. All right, let's move on. Let's see if we can find another penny. All right, so I got another good signal here. This is actually better than the last one. It's like 1246, 45, looking at about 6 inches, so that one sounds a lot better. I don't know if you noticed, it's cloudy again. Yes. I don't know what to do today. Alright, we're in the plug. That's good. Let's go digging for it. There, oh, another penny. Man. That depth had way more potential. 73, this one's not even as old. Wow, it looks older. Okay. Let's carry on. It'll be a silver one of these days. Look at that. Sunny behind me, and look at the dark. You can see the rain coming down. That's awesome. And blue skies over there. And behind me apparently. And it's fading. That's pretty awesome. Still on modern stuff. I'm working on some silvers. I'll get back to you. Alright, let's carry on. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it due to the fact that I'm frozen. It's cold. There's probably only maybe an hour left of sunlight, and it's the temperature is just plummeting. Even when the sun comes out now, it's just getting too cold. Unfortunately, the season's coming to an end soon, which is unfortunate. But anyway, thanks for lending your ear out to me today. I appreciate that. Remember, subscribe to the channel, share and like if you can. That'd be awesome. Really would be helping me out. I do say that a lot at the end of my videos, but now you know why I do. I do appreciate it. Like I said, I'm not doing this for a windfall or anything, or just, you know, I enjoy doing it and I want to do what makes me happy. You know, I've been working hard for a long time, and you know, not really getting anywhere. It's you know, you're doing the daily grind all day long, and you know, it's be nice to do something that you want to do, chase your dreams, I guess is what I'm doing. You know, it's going to be hard, and you know, I need your guys' support, and you know, the more support I get, the better opportunity I have to bring you guys better videos. You know, I need some things to improve it. I need you know, audio for sure. That's 100%. I'd like a smaller, good quality camera, something I can put in my pocket. You know, this is a good camera. It's great. It's just, you know, not easy to lug around while you're metal detecting. I could probably get more detecting done, but I'm running back and forth to the camera, which is fine. I'm okay with that, but so I do like the quality this camera has. Alright guys, thanks again. Like I said, the only good thing I found was that 1 penny. I was in the 50s or something like that, or 42 or something. King George penny anyway. That's about the only good thing I found today. A few quarters here and there, modern pennies. Apparently I have a lot of artifacts now. They're now that pull tabs are artifacts. So yeah, if anyone would like to buy the artifacts, I have plenty. And here comes another giant flock of geese to join in with the others. Or they're leaving, one of the two. Nope, they're coming in. Oh, that's amazing. Wow, there must have been 100 geese landing there. I wish I had the camera pointing the other way. Alright guys, we'll see you next time. You're awesome. Remember that. Stay positive. Good things will happen. You'll find stuff. I find stuff. I'm persistent, but I always find it. Alright guys, take care. See you next time. Oh, I was going to detect my way back to the truck, but it's too cold. I'm going. Have a good one, guys.